Hey there, beautiful people. Irish Mike here with Keen Fitness. So, video number 9, or reason number 9 for why we do not reach our fitness goals is nutrition. And this will be at the top of the list for most people, simply because nutrition is basically it's what fuels our body. It's what basically fuels our performance. If we're not eating the correct foods and we're not doing the things that we need to do in the kitchen, the performance in the gym and running, whatever it is that you're doing, is not going to be there. And nutrition, it's a broad subject. There's so much that goes into it. There's so many different theories and diets and ways of eating that it can be really confusing. So my advice to most people is it's basically twofold. So the first piece of advice is always, I normally do an elimination diet, for want of a better word, to where I'll have people cut certain food groups out of their daily habits. So say, for example, I'll do a 21-day and a 42-day elimination. So we'll do, say, 3 days. If you're doing a 21-day, I'll do a food group 3 days at a time. And then for the 42-day, I'll do it 7 days at a time. So the idea is basically, say, for the first 3 days or the first 7 days would be you cut out grains for the 3 days or the 7 days. And one, that forces you to figure out, okay, what else can I eat if I'm not going to eat grains? So that's the first reason I have people do it, to make them think outside the box and make them think of different things that they can eat. And the second reason is it helps reset hormones when you take certain foods away. And then 3 is it helps you figure out if your body agrees with that food or not. So when you take it away, the idea is to journal. So you write down what it is that you're, or how you feel without it, how are your energy levels, how's your sleep, how's your performance in the gym or when you're running, how's your poop, different things like that. And then after the 3 or 7 days, then you reintroduce those grains, and then you again you journal and figure out, okay, how's my all of those things that I just talked about. How's my performance? How's my sleep? How's my energy levels? So on and so forth. Then we'll move on to grains, or move on to dairy, and eliminate dairy. And then we'll eliminate sugar. And all the while we're trying to get alcohol out of the system to try to, again, give ourselves the best chance to figure out what foods agree with us and what foods don't. So those are the main reasons that I like to do an elimination diet. But then on top of that, there are so many other ways of eating that people adopt that is skewed. It's misinformed. There's so much misinformation out there that like I said, it's really hard to decipher. But if you can figure out what works best for you, because just because it worked for your friend or just because it worked for somebody on TV or somebody on the radio station doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. So you need to take the time to figure out what works best for you and what it is that you're trying to accomplish, so it fits your lifestyle. Like for me personally, I do intermittent fasting because it fits my lifestyle. I'm up training at 5 a.m. and I don't get done till about 10. Then I'll train myself, I'll go home and I'll eat, and I won't eat till noon. So I fast for about 16 hours a day, and then I have an 8-hour window where I eat all my calories. That works well for me. It fits my lifestyle. I've been doing it for about 3 years, and it works. But it was a challenge at the beginning, and I could have easily quit, but I didn't. But it works for me. So you need to figure out what works best for you and how it fits your lifestyle and the foods that you like. But then past that, once you figure that part out, I think the second most important part, or the next most important part, would be planning. Planning is huge. If you just go day to day without a real plan on how you're going to eat or what you're going to eat, you're doomed to fail. If you have crappy foods in your house, you're doomed to fail. So do the research and figure out, or just message me and ask me, and I can give you some pointers. But you need to be able to say it on a Saturday or a Sunday. Say to yourself, okay, this is what I'm going to eat for the week. And you don't have to prep it all for the week if you don't want to. People do that and it works for them. Like I said, different course for different horses. But have a plan of what it is that you want to eat. And then the night before, just make sure before you go to bed, or when you're cooking your dinner for that evening, start prepping for the next day. All right, I'm going to pull out my chicken now, or I'm going to cook my vegetables now, or whatever it might be. But have an idea, have a plan, so you don't fall into that trap of, oh, I'll just order in, I'll just grab a pizza real quick, or I'll grab McDonald's on the way home. Have a plan, stick to it, and figure out what works best for you. For me, that's what nutrition is. It's that simple. And then just throw in a little dash of discipline there, and you're good to go. So, like I said, if you have any questions or you need any help, just shoot me a message, and I'll help you as best I can. All right, talk to you guys next time. The next and last video is on fear. All right, have a wonderful day.